Happy early fall, everyone. Today I will be doing a cast test video, and this is the highly requested one for the Fishband Clamber Hyper Micro. Today I'll be doing this with a setup that you guys probably pretty familiar with, my specific cast testing rod, the Tsurinoya Ares. And you guys probably wondering why I have chose this rod instead of using the new Fishband magic trout rod that I also have gotten. And by the way, I've gotten both the reel and the rod from Bait Finesse Empire. And the answer is very, very simple. I've been doing all my cast testing, especially for the ultralight side, with the Tsurinoya Ares rod, the C472UL ultralight, right? So I might as well keep doing that. Plus, I actually took both rods out, the magic trout rod, and the Ares, and I noticed that the magic trout rod is actually very, very stiff. So in order for me to compare some of my more finesse side of BFS reels, because you know it's pretty trendy right now, everyone wants to throw the lightest lures with the baitcasting reel, I wanted something to compare throughout most of my more current BFS cast testing video. Anyway guys, let me show you guys the setup, talk a little bit about the setup with my GoPro when I'm actually holding the rod so you guys can see what's going on. All right guys, here it is, the Hyper Micro. So I got Varivis line on. This is super thin Japanese braided line. Check that out. It's very interesting because you can see that it's spooled on. Very interesting. I don't know if it's the worm guide or is it because I had this on, right? And I was basically measuring how much line I have put on here. And I put a lot of line on here, I'll be quite honest, because I was like running low on that spool anyway. It ended up to be like 170.1 feet of line, where the line stopped like pretty high up the rod tip. So yeah, this is typically more than I need for ultralight fishing. But if I were to use this for like higher BFS, I think it's perfectly fine. I usually add a few feet of leader anyway. But anyway, let's get out there and do some cast testing. I have this micro frog on right now. This is the world's smallest hollow body frog. It is 0.8 grams, but with the clip it might be close to 1 gram. So we'll start off with the lightest lure first. Note that during this cast testing video, this is the first time for me using this reel, and it's stock bearings, so no micro bearings. Let's see if I can cast this. All right, I'm gonna do the first cast here. Wow, it went all the way to the left. All right, well, time to reel this bad boy in. We're not even gonna measure it because it didn't cast straight at all. Oh, it got a little bit better. Maybe because it got a little bit of water inside the frog. Let me lower this. It was 4 breaks, and yeah, yeah, it's going to the left a lot. So I'm not even gonna bother throwing this lure. I guess I'll put on a trout magnet just for sakes. And yeah, let's do some cast testing. All right, guys, let's do some cast testing. I had to freaking escape from this ice cream truck. I had to wait 15 minutes, but I did do some initial cast testing, and I dialed this in. I'm at 3.5 breaks, and I had to compensate on my cast in order to get it that straight. And earlier I had like 24 something feet. Let's measure this one here. But yeah, I think without that clip there, I might not even be able to cast this as accurate because the clip is weight, right? So let's keep reeling this up a little bit more. Should be close to around, all right, 22.9. Let's do it one more time because I did do a lot better earlier. It was like 24 feet, but I wasn't recording. Shame on Jimbo. All right, one more time. I got a little backlash. There it goes. I'm gonna fix this back up to here, and let's measure from here. All right. There we go. Look at that. 26.5. So yeah, if you guys fishing this setup, I would say you guys need micro bearings if you guys really want to throw that trout magnet. This is not far at all. I mean, unless you're fishing really, really small streams, I don't see anyone really, you know, doing this with standard size bearings. You know what I'm saying? It's actually really, really tough. Like if you were actually to use that magic trout rod, I don't think you'd even throw it because that rod is a lot stiffer. This guy, actually, I actually could load it up a little bit. But yeah, interesting, very interesting. I'm sure everyone wants to see this cast testing again with the Michael bearings. So stay tuned for that, but let's move on to a heavier lure. All right, the next lure we're throwing is the Euro Tackle. This is their EPF 1-inch swim bait with a 1/32 ounce jig head, size 6 hook. The total weight I believe is 1.5 grams. So yeah, it's just a tad bit heavier than that trout magnet, but this thing should fly. Let's do this. Now, I am not quite sure. Whoop. I definitely. Oh, got a fish already. Oh my gosh. It just landed. I need to change the. Oh, look at that. EPS swim. Yeah, look at that. Nice bass, nice bass. All right. Chill. I already forgot what I was gonna say. Like, it was 3.5 breaks. Drag's not set all the way yet because I had it set up for spooling up line. But you know what? It's cool. It's cool. You fought pretty well. The water here is clearing up because the water's cooling down. So it's nice. See ya, dude. Yeah, thank you for joining us in a cast testing video. Not all my cast testing video have fish, so this is a pretty nice, pleasant guess, right? But anyway, let's continue. So the braking for this is not too bad. I see that it's going left just a tad bit, not a lot, just a tad bit. So I'm gonna try to lower the brakes just a little bit more, see if it helps. It could be resistance. One thing I want to point out, if I did not mention it in my unboxing video, or if you guys have not watched the unboxing video, is that you see the line guide, right, that comes out of this reel. It's just a straight up, yeah, it's oval, but it's not like a tapered vortex type of cone shape, right? So yeah, kind of disappointed, because that actually would help you reduce friction if you had that kind of cone shape line guide. But anyway, it is what it is. The casting, I will get used to it, and the next cast I should be able to measure. And that was at 3 breaks. I guess I could try 1 click below 3 and see what happens. You can, there is a little bit of overspool, but I thumbed it and it's okay. It landed okay, so I'm gonna leave it at 3 just for sakes. And I'm also gonna measure this because I think this is actually a perfect cast. Like, it was the straightest so far, and we need some numbers. So here we are, recording. Make sure I record. I always have to make sure I record nowadays. Anyway, 42 feet. That is impressive for something this light. Very impressive. Let's bump it up, shall we? Let's go 1/16 ounce. All right, guys. The next lure we're throwing is the Euro Tackle Z Viber. All right, it's their ice fishing jig, and I realized that this shady area is actually pretty terrible. I'm looking behind my camera. And yeah, the coloring is not that good, but it is what it is. I like the shade, so I'm staying at the shade. All right, 1/16 ounce. Let's give it a cast. Let's give it a cast. Oh, it's flying fast. I definitely need brakes for that one. Yeah, once it gets heavy, you gotta jack up the brakes just a little bit more. So let me bring it back up. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's go 3.5. Guys, I have to say, for a CDM reel out of the box, this is impressive. 1/16 ounce, holy crap. It's pretty accurate. Definitely better than the Casting Zephyr if you guys are into that ultralight BFS. This right here is pretty good. Let's measure that one. And I cast there not size specifically because that's where I hooked up that fish earlier. I'm hoping that maybe a fish will come by. Anyways, let's reel this baddie up, and yeah, I'll have to say 50-something feet. Come on. Oh my gosh. You gotta get to close to 50. Not, it's close, very close to 50. 48.7. That's pretty darn good for 1/16 ounce. Impressive. All right, guys, next lure is the Euro Tackle B Vibe. This is their 2-inch swim bait on a 1/16 ounce tungsten jig head. And this is a size 4 hook. And the total weight here should be around 2.7 grams. This is my bread and butter. And if there's only one thing I could throw for the rest of the season that is finesse for my, finesse BFS setups, it would be this right here. Same color as well, all right? Anyways, let's do this. All right, so I realized that once you go with a lighter rod like this, you're not gonna get that distance because it's a shorter rod and it's a flexi rod. I'd probably do better get a long cast with my Tsurinoya dragon rod, but you know, we are looking at this reel at a ultralight perspective right now. Like most of my cast testing videos, all about seeing how light it can go. But that is not bad. That is an amazing distance right there. There's some wind right now, so I'm just gonna reel this up. I'm also gonna drop my brakes to 3 to see what's going on, and that is a lot of overspooling. So yep, for heavier lures, you definitely want to put it maybe like past 3. Again, this is about 2.7 grams. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it at 3.5. And we are gonna measure this one right here. So let's go, cast. Oh, nope, we're not. Got a little backlash there. Interesting. And I like to portray some of our backlashes so that you guys can see how a reel perform, and also if it's gonna trap line underneath the spool. But so far so good. All right, that is where we're gonna measure, okay? Let's do this. I'd say around 60, very close to 60. Let's go. Oh yeah, Jimbo was pretty much spot on. 61.5. This is good. This is very, very good. Whether you guys like trout fishing, pan fishing, bass fishing, small spoons is actually very, very awesome to throw, especially on BFS because it's so dense, compact, it'll fly so far. And being that you throw it on BFS bait casting setups, line twist is not that big of a deal compared to a spinning reel, all right? So yeah, this one is from Yapata. I don't think they make this design anymore, at least not on an AliExpress single hook. This is a 2.8 grams, so just a little bit heavier than what you saw earlier, but you know, I do want to throw this because like I said, it's dense, it will fly far, cover a lot of water and fall. It does great wonders if you guys swing it through the current for those trout. Anyway, let's do some cast testing with this. Leave at break 3.5 because I know this thing's gonna fly. Oh my gosh. There it goes, landed. Oh no, I actually touched that thing right there, I think. I probably could lower the brakes a little bit because it's gonna fly. All right, thumbed it, but yeah, it was going fast. Right when I landed, it was still going fast. I think it's pretty accurate, so I'm just gonna measure. Like, I'm pretty confident that this is gonna be like a, I don't know, close to 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Wow, check that out, guys. 73 feet. That's an amazing one. That is an amazing one, all right? Let's reel this baddie up and measure it. Woo, guys, 75.7 feet. That is far. I'm telling you guys, spoons is the way to go. If you guys want to throw far as possible with ultralight stuff, this is it, man. This is it. All right, guys, the next lure I'm gonna throw is the Tsurinoya, their stick bait. This is their 3.1 gram stick bait. I think it might be a little bit lighter when I swap to single hooks, but you know, it's around a 3 gram mark. All right, I love throwing stick baits. Micro stick baits are the bomb that come in shallow waters like these, and they fly too. All right. So anyway, let me just bring this back one more time. I was just testing, see how it goes. There is some wind here, so I'd be a little mindful. I'm gonna leave it at 3, and let's see if it goes without backlashing. Oh, nope, it backlashed. All right, well, like I said, I don't mind showing backlash because we gotta see how this thing performs, right? And so far, it's not too bad. Like the backlash right there is not bad at all. I feel like these stuff are, this reel is actually pretty good. Surprise, because the GH100 was crap. All right, I'm gonna put a 3 and 1, wait, hold up. All right, that was at 3, and this is 3 and 1 click. All right, let's try it again after I fix my hook. There we go. All right, that looks good. Clamp that down. Come on. Reel this bad boy up. I'm gonna say it's about 60 something, hopefully. Yes, yes. Almost 65, so 64.1. Let's go, guys, let's go. All right, the next lure should be minnow, 3 grams. Let's do this. This is like a sinking pencil bait slash jerk bait. Great for trout, great for everything. Flies very far. Oh my gosh, that's all I need. I'm not even gonna freaking catch a second time, because you know what? Jimbo wants to spend some time doing some fishing after this cast testing video. All right, so let's just reel this in. Right about here. 66.3. Woot woot. That's what I'm talking about. Well, that's it for the cast testing video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Let me take a few minutes to talk about how I feel about the Clamber Hyper Micro. Now, for folks who are just watching my channel, my first experience with Fishband was the GH100. That was like my first CDM BFS reel, and it totally sucked. It bombed. All right, that reel totally bombed in my opinion. It made me even write off the 2 of their next popular reels, which is the PW100 and the upgraded version. Now, the upgraded version is actually a little bit better than the KastKing Zephyr. And yeah, maybe one day I'll try it. Like this reel here, right here, the Hyper Micro made me change my perspective of Fishband. You know, like, sure, the GH100 was their first BFS reel, and sure, it probably had some, you know, terrible, well, actually, it was terrible, okay? It's terrible, okay? It's terrible. But this is like a totally opposite spectrum. The Hyper Micro, the Clamber Hyper Micro, yes, it's the most expensive CDM reel, but I would say that it earned its place being that expensive. This reel right here has super potential, and if you guys upgrade this to with micro bearings, it definitely will perform super good with lighter lures. But even with the stock bearings, right, I was casting that Euro tackle 1/32 ounce with the EPS swim at pretty good distance, and then at the 1/16 ounce, oh my gosh, like, is there any CDM reel that you could cast that light of a lure right out of the box? And note, guys, I did put more line than usual on this reel, and I was still performing really good. If you guys want to check out this reel performance compared to, let's say, the Shimano Curado, check out Obi-Wan Kenobi. He just did a video comparing the 2 reels, and he'll talk about, you know, both reels and how it works with the specific lures that he throws. And then I just saw the reel test, because he had this reel for a while, and he just upgraded to micro bearings. Wow, guys, the performance is insane. Now I am also waiting for my micro bearings, and soon, very soon, I'll do another cast testing video with the upgraded bearings, and then I'll be taking it out throughout fall for some fishing, okay? So yeah, if you guys want to see me fish this reel more during this fall season, just let me know in the comments below. Or if you guys want to see how it performs after I upgrade it to micro bearings, you know, stick around. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you guys are new. Turn on the bell notifications, because it will come very soon. I thank you guys for watching The Fish Don't Wait. Make sure you guys check out Bait Finesse Empires if you guys are in the US and you guys want to get your hands on this reel, as well as some bearings. Definitely get the bearings, okay guys? You guys will thank me for it. Peace out.